Respect, unconditional love, married upon self. It's your boy, Ariel Naga El. Naga Netter, Nu Panu Ka, Panu Ku, Panu Ka. This is from a comment that I got from my last video. Close my door, how you been? It's been a long time, Queen. Respect. So let's get right into it. I had to pull my babas out for you because I see where you're going with the conversation, so I had to tap in a little deeper. All right, first and foremost, let's tap into that euphoria that you were speaking on, that euphoria, that that lucid understanding, like almost like it's a dream, it's not real. Well, it's not. And the life that we chose, overall, lack thereof. All right, before I even go into that, let's correct some things on why certain things took place. I just said this recently. I can't remember exactly why I said it at, but I just said it recently. And what I was talking about was how people follow, you know what I'm saying, and how the energy of focus is used as a marker. So the reason why the sun has always been like the actual sun in the sky has always been like a second nature feeling for us, like, all right, the sun is going to come up, is because it's inside of us. It's just something that you know, almost like your heart pumping, your blood pumping. You know that shit gonna move unless something happen. What the original man didn't account on was them being taken out of the placement that was universally set for us to grow. Almost like saying, who's trying to hatch an egg in the ice? Right? So with that being said, we simultaneously was manipulated to give up a placement. And the reason why I say that is because kindness for weakness. We were kind to, all right, well, a lot of people don't know white people were slaves. Okay, white people were slaves way before niggas were slaves. And the way that played out was they wasn't slaves by us. They was enslaved by Great Britain and British people. You know what I'm saying? So what happened was they were escaping, trying to get over. And when they came over here, we gave them indentured servitude. Back then, you didn't have a word for a job. It wasn't called job. You know what I'm saying? Like, you say what you want. It wasn't called job. And if you came from another place and you came to the American, the America, you know what I'm saying, which means the land of love in some aspects, then, you know, you had these original indigenous people that were here that were gonna allow you, you know what I'm saying, to live amongst them, but put a little work in, showing you some love. Yeah, you can live here, you can do this, just let me show you how we do this. And then you do this and you pitch in and we'll all eat together. So we didn't know that was gonna get flipped from up under our feet, you know what I'm saying? And about, I don't know, it's like 3-4 years, indentured servitude took place for Europeans, and then they took shit from niggas. The reason why I'm focusing on this right now, with the aspect of the lucid, is because this is the overall reason why we chose the latter. We chose slavery. And it's not per se saying that you chose to be a slave. You chose to give of your heart to the wrong people. That's why discernment started coming into the universe. Us being able to look at two things and say, well, nah, I ain't doing that, but I'll do this. Or I ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why the universe started giving discernment, because the unconditional love of the original children was being used and manipulated. So now with all the craziness going on around the world and people really being checked on the authority figure of self-understanding. That's what's really going on. It's like you're going to check yourself and heal yourself, or you're going to wait for somebody to tell you what it is. That's choosing sides. So the original placement for the original Children of the Sun is already lined up. So everything that's taking place is a euphoria. It is lucid. It is like a dream, because it's trying to keep you there. You know what I'm saying? It's trying to pull you into, it's trying to keep you into the dream world. Whether people realize it or not, we are more now into reality than we've ever been. We're closer to reality right now than we've ever been in this system of things for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like, we as human beings are closer to reality right now because we are without the system. And there's more, as long as you're in the system heavy and deep, then you're far away from naturality. So since the new world situation wanted to take place, it actually put what you want to call a stopper in the natural growth of imagination and creation with the original people. Prospect. So mix that with fleshly feelings, a Molotov cocktail of, circumstances and wars that a person's been dealing with since birth, a DNA track that has memory from, 75 trillion years of aspects, and the fact that we do not have a connection to understand how these things line our complete life existence. Yeah, you waiting to blow some shit up. You trying to start some shit. You know what I'm saying? Acting invincible like a god or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you trying to start something. Acting invincible, like, you remember that song? But that's the point. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's when we get far away from our true understanding of how our mechanics work and how these things play out as far as how we're supposed to use them, how we're supposed to use our machine, what happens is you start developing these feelings, and your body responds to you naturally, universally. It responds to you to give you the signals. Are you apt to comprehend the signals? Do you understand what your body is telling you? Do you understand what the dreams are bringing you to? Are you understanding why things are spinning around you? Like, we've been docile for a while, you know what I'm saying, as a culture of people, you know what I'm saying? And it's like we lack the feeling of what power used to feel like. And I'm not talking about the power that a slave would tell you power is because they've been slaves. And this is the understanding, like, people don't know the reason why the overwhelming Caucasian aspect, and I don't have no problem with white people. Like, I love white people. I love everybody on the planet. You know what I'm saying? But there is a type of person that was at his low. And this is where the stories come from. Like, you was mad at your position, and your position around the world just fucked you up. And then as soon as you came around some love, it was your first opportunity to treat love like shit. It was your opportunity to stand on something because you would stand on so many times. So instead of taking the love that the original people was giving them to help them rise and stand up, they took that as kindness for weakness. And they took advantage of us, and they stole the reality of how things are supposed to work. And because a big time frame in between what took place and who actually saw what took place and then who was to know what took place was going to be messed with a little bit as far as removing who knows and who don't know and who you can teach and how to teach people. Like, that was the structure to make you not understand that they did this to you. That was the structure to make you understand that, oh, you was just like this already. You always been messed up. You know what I'm saying? We just came in here and we brought y'all this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how they laid it down. Because they could never have you know that it was types of them and a hierarchy of their people respected everything about what we were. That's a level on. All right, if you got a circle of hue, and that circle of hue has its own attributes under that, then that top layer of hue has hierarchies. Right? So then anything under those layers of hue is lesser than anything on that top layer. So It's just sad to say that that lighter form of hue did its own layers of hue dirty. Like the white, like the tan or the lightest hue on the spectrum that is a part of the family of life did their lower spectrums of hue dirty. White people slave themselves first. They did each other dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, hanging each other, killing each other. Everything they did to niggas, they did to themselves first. You know what I'm saying? So then, you know, that indentured servitude thing took place. You know what I'm saying? They came over here and tried to be family and friends. And then they said, fuck that. We're going to take this for ourselves. They don't remember nothing. They don't know this. We killed these people. We did this. We did that. Mind you, everybody be tripping out over a disease or something, man. For the most part, this is like what? In 2000, this is disease, what, 150,000 that hit this. I might be exaggerating, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas always doing shit. So for the most part, with everything that's going on, the way I consolidate my own self and knowing that, you know, this is just an implication by, it's almost like knowing you got haters. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know the beast is going to be doing something, whether you know who the beast is or not. You know it's going to be doing something. You know what I'm saying? And to know that you're attached to naturality, to know that we might be living in a time to where the stories we was told in school and all that might be coming to pass, to know that we living in a time to where our decision is going to make the matter whether or not, you know, the next, you know, 40, 50 years is a certain way or not. That's crazy important because, you know what I'm saying, we come from that power already. It's not like we worried about nothing of our age. Anything in our age group that we came up with, our time, we not worried about that because we already know what that is. So these the motherfuckers that's doing XYZ, like people you went to school with now is in different offices and all that. So you know these people, they still pussy. It don't make a difference because you got money now and you drive a car and you got this title. I didn't give you that title. I don't respect none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's me keeping my mind in the same place. You watch motherfuckers run up and down the street all day doing dumb shit. You don't get involved in that. But as soon as the opposing party get on TV and start talking about XYZ, we buckle. Oh, that's what they about to. I don't give a fuck. For real. I don't fucking care. Next thing you know, these motherfuckers gonna be telling you the sky falling and blowing volcanoes from space and the lava coming down from the sun and it's gonna melt everybody. And you know how many times the sun then sent out some big ass fucking solar flare that was supposed to kill the earth? The whole earth. Niggas been living on this planet for 75 trillion years, and we are carbon-based beings. So before a motherfucker tell me I got carbon monoxide poisoning, bitch, I breathe this shit every day. Anything you do on this planet excessively is bad for you. You drink too much, you will get alcohol poisoning. You know what I'm saying? You eat too much, you will get food poisoning. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only thing that don't kill you if you do too much of it is weed. And that shit will put your ass to sleep. So when these motherfuckers run around here talking about the XYZ and all this, you know what? Being around motherfuckers who think they got too much power is bad. You know what I'm saying? You got too much power in your fucking head, or you decide to be the ruler of people who you are less than, not even equal to. And you think that shit plans out. It's a group of people out here don't pay attention to none of that bullshit. Because it don't change the value of what shit really is. Now you got some people that loses what you want to call the alpha waves. See, you got alpha beings, alpha males that came from Greek, and these motherfuckers was homosexual. That's why they had little eunuchs running around, or what you want to call them, what they call them? It's on the tip of my tongue. They called them, damn. I can't remember, but they had a name for these little dudes, man. They used to keep these little dudes with no drawers on and look like a towel so the king can fondle them and shit. That's why they call them the alpha male. But then you have alpha waves, the energy that exists that puts you in a different frame of thinking. So they can change your alpha waves to delta, beta, or to beta, to delta, and theta waves. Like, they can make them lower or higher. depending on, you know what I'm saying? So this is really what 5G and all that shit is about. It's balance. It's breaking your will down. It's taking away the energy field, the auric field that you have in yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's breaking that down. Like if people already know corona means like the energy off of shit. So if you're going to let them get all in your head and tell you XYZ, nah, they lying. They've been trying to break down your will since day one. Fluoride, everything. You think they're not going to upgrade in 2020? That's all that they upgraded a way to break down your will in 2020, period. Nothing more, nothing less. You have to allow them and give them attention so you can watch them fuck up the earth. That's why they throw everything in your damn face. You stop giving motherfuckers attention, they will not exist. Period. This is a good time right now to try it out. I know it sound crazy. We give attention to shit. That's why it has value. Look at niggas. Every time something go on, niggas jump on, they do videos and they talk about how somebody hurt them, or they talk about how this is going down, or they talk about, you know, what people don't understand about them. What you doing is you giving value to the issue. You know, it's growing up, motherfuckers come around and they be like, oh, so and so and so and so. Only thing that told me is you wasn't powerful enough to get past that situation. You couldn't figure out something to make you strong enough to get past that. So if it hurts you, that means it defeated you. That's where I come from. That's why niggas, they complain like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you use that shit for a hustle. That's where we come from. We use that shit for a hustle. Oh, I got, oh, I feel sorry. It's a hustle. Niggas really ain't gave a shit. People act like they don't remember when niggas was the hardest people to express emotions from. Like, we don't give you no fucking emotion. For what? Who are you? Who are you to think I can give you an emotion? Who are you to think you have enough power to make me emotional over you? Like, niggas forgot their way. That's what I'm saying. They forgot how we used to do shit. You know what I'm saying? How we still, like, we don't give a fuck. Never did. And you didn't need weed to make you feel like that. You know what I'm saying? You be like, I don't fucking care. Burn this bitch down. Do what you do. Just don't touch mines. You want to be a crazy white man? Go do that over there. You want to be funny? Go over there and be funny, flamboyant. You know what I'm saying? Do that over there. I don't care what you do. And that's how niggas always been. Now, niggas care. You care so fucking much, it's coming to fruition. You love so much, it's coming to fucking fruition. Motherfuckers just want to be buddy so much. All this fear shit is coming to fruition. Don't forget, you ain't no fearful motherfucker and you don't come from that shit. So where niggas getting fearful from? Oh, because the TV told you a nigga got sick? So what? You ain't cared in. It's been going through shit forever. To make it stop is to not put attention to it. Bees will fly around your head. Gnats will fly around your head. You swat. The more you swat, the more active they get. Because you sweating and your body releasing sugars would attract them. Simple science. But having a level of intelligence don't exist. You like putting wood on fire because it keeps you warm. But also in the same right, putting gas on a flame will blow it up. So it just depends on where you're throwing your attention at. Where you putting that aggressed understanding at. You know, you are in control of your own thoughts. And because now they've learned that if we collectively say something to all of them, it's like a bigger voice. So when they say shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, people be like, oh my God, it must be real. This motherfucker who is your president is a gangster. He's been gangster about that money. And we see, that's the problem with people. We take the terms that we use in this country and think they the flyest shit ever. Nah, these motherfuckers is gangster as hell because they don't give a fuck. They're going to do what they want to do regardless. A gangster is somebody who's going to do what they want to do and don't care about the outcome of that. That's gangster. It's always been gangster. I'm going to take that. What you going to do? I did that. What you going to do? That's gangster. It's always been gangster. People say, oh, being a father is gangster. Because it's an easy way of saying that. You can always be a father, whether you're a good one or a bad one. If you gave birth to a child, it's still your child, no matter what nobody fucking say. And people want to tell you shit. If you got to talk to me in my fucking face for the rest of my life and tell me how to do shit, you must be ain't got something going on. That's why I don't listen to the surrounding shit. I don't make the rules of the system. The system makes rules to stop us from moving. So when do I stop blaming the system to look at the people and say, y'all fucked up individuals? We can't even do that because we're placed in a system that doesn't work for you. Because it's supposed to serve a bunch of thieves and fucking crooks. These motherfuckers was fucking straight out of your Congress people. Their ancestors are fucking criminals. Most of these motherfuckers come from straight out of jail. And they came over here begging for help. And we helped them. And they raped and pillaged and robbed. That's how I got here. So no, I don't be listening to a lot of shit, man. I smile. I take mine like they take theirs. I don't give a fuck. Motherfuckers be smiling, oh, we cool. You ain't taking nothing? You still sitting there worrying about the next day? These bitches is robbing shit right now. Straight like that. Just like the Sandy Hook shit. When shit was popping off in the Sandy Hook, what they was doing? They was signing bills. They was signing all types of laws against niggas back then when they did that Sandy Hook shit. And everybody glued to the TV, ain't seen nothing going on. What you think happening right now? And because motherfuckers is feared, all this fear, they trying to lock in another 400 years of slavery. Why you think they sitting here talking about, oh, we going to sit down for another this many months and see how this going to work out? Because if you sit down and do nothing for yourself and depend on what they're going to offer you, you ain't do nothing else. You need them. You're giving up your rights. You're saying you can't take care of yourself. You're saying you can't move until the country open. Fucking sucker. Why you think they lock up niggas who hustle? Because they make money without the fucking country. You know what I'm saying? They out here moving without nobody around. They don't need it. That's the thing. This is why there's that euphoria. This is why there's that fucking lucid feeling. It's because you have to go back to being the strength that you are. You don't need nobody. That convenience shit, though, got motherfuckers knocked off balance. You know, I wonder if I can still go to the store. I wonder if I can still get gas. I wonder if my kids can go to school and somebody gonna pick them up. I wonder this, I wonder that. I wonder if I'm gonna be able to live this American lifestyle. American dream is dead, baby. It been dead. It been dead when they started giving the teenagers millions of dollars for no reason. And letting these niggas get online and say what they want. That was help the kids. that was do everything for the kids that they ain't do for the slavery. That's why they think about it. Out of the blue, every single young nigga that was in rap started getting bands, wearing fake jewelry everywhere, trying to look like 90s, trying to look like Slick Rick. Fuck out of here, man. Motherfuckers been learned. They been learned the format. They been learned the format of what we was doing, and what they did was they took everything that we was doing, they put it in a bottle, they put it in a package, and they said, here you go that lifestyle you want. Just like a dollar bill when they created that and took the gold off it. There's a science to all this shit, but these motherfuckers ain't slicking to nobody. They're slicking to people who give up their thoughts. When you sit around, you waiting for them, you're giving up your own intuition, you're giving up your own imagination, you're giving up your own will. When you sit around, you wait for a motherfucker to do something for you. Why you think I'm gonna send all this fucking money out? Trillions. Oh, they gonna give us trillions. This shit sound like the Dave Chappelle skit. They gonna give niggas reparations. Everybody gonna be spending money. Out of here, man. Come on, man. Nothing moves in my house. It stays the same. Holidays come by, I don't fucking celebrate that shit. You ain't about to have me run up and down fucking Walmart in the mall talking about it's a holiday. Bitch, I will do that shit a fucking month early. Why you got them fucking prices dumb low? If that's the case. Can't shit a shitter and you can't hustle a hustler. And that's what they doing. The real niggas who was hustling and knew the game and all that shit, we come from back in the day where a nigga would go hit up Delancey Street and come around with fucking 100 leathers. Them shits in the store going fucking $1,500. We getting them shits for $400 a piece. Niggas is not on that type time no more, man. Niggas is forgetting because you want to be up under motherfucking somebody. Niggas went from being the field nigga, they went from being the runaway slave to the field nigga to the house nigga. You ain't got no power in you if you mix with the culture. You don't know how to stay with yourself. Like most niggas who mix in the culture, they have a problem with staying original. You start getting with another culture, you want to start being like them. You ready to throw yourself away. That's that disillusion. That's that euphoria. Well, we must be not good enough because your parents been buck dancing for so long, smiling in somebody's face, and they ain't never got accepted. So now we are birthing children out of that DNA. So when things happen now in the future, you act like it changed. No, these motherfuckers just got smarter. They got smarter on how to piss you the fuck off or keep you out of sight, out of mind, and build that void in your mind that makes you forget this whole event that took place because at some point in there, you stopped and gave up your will and waited for another motherfucker to tell you what to do. So now whenever they look back in history and they say, what happened on this date and this time? He told everybody what to do. We ain't do shit. Your ass gonna be dead. And the only people who gonna be there and talk about that shit is the children of the children's children of who you was. So now they gonna tell your kids what happened at that time when you was there because you ain't do shit. Yeah. And this is what they be scared of. They be scared of niggas remembering all the fuckery that goes on from time indefinite. They don't want you to know that the shit they do because they don't want to take responsibility for it. They don't care. But see, this is why the Most High said, everything that happens in life is documented. Because if you make a motion this way, the motion you did not make is documented. Fucking idiot. It's documented. The higher self in you is documenting every emotion, the shit that you do and the shit you don't do. It is all written down. And it ain't written down by somebody you can go have a conversation with. It's written down by the opposites of yourself. And there's no way to change that. There's no way to go in there and hack that. The way you win is by doing the right thing, period. All this other shit in the world, man, don't give a fuck about that shit. Let it come. We already playing the video game. We've been playing this video game forever. I ain't gonna jump on that rock. I'm gonna get them coins right there. I'm about to get that Mario mushroom. I'm gonna get the fire leaf. Look, man. Lack thereof of circumstance always makes something turn over. And if somebody got to be telling you something repeatedly over and over and over and over, pointing a finger, then that shit is a lie. Period. You know what I'm saying? If you got to run, remember when you was a kid, people who are my age, right? We was young. Our old heads used to be like, stop telling. We'll catch them. If they doing something wrong, we'll get them. Stop telling. You're getting on my damn nerve. Every time you tell, they got to turn their head and see. And if the person stop, you just look like a whole fool, right? Yeah. It's easy, right? It's easy to use surface shit to control people. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to use the surface shit, like to say, oh, you dark and you light, and that's why. Because you can just go like this and be like, you're right, I'm dark. You're right, I'm light. When they telling you, you shallow motherfucker, you dumb as shit, you only think is skin deep. You don't think it's as far as you can see on top of your body. That's crazy. You should actually question yourself when you actually get into the mentality of being racist. You should question that. Like, damn, am I that dumb? That's all I can think about. And then people start saying, oh, all you do is this. It's a constant rollover for different attributes of not knowing. What you don't know is going to break off to 1,000,001 different trees of nothing. That's the integrity of how you think. So if you're thinking positive, it's only going to grow into that direction. If you're holding on to something that's shallow and negative, it's only going to grow in that direction. So why you think when comedians be clowning KKK members or people who are of a racist hard background, Most of the things they say follow the same thing. You're a nigger, you're black. What the fuck? So what? You black ass nigger, you stupid eating chicken watermelon. Like it stays right there in the shallow water. It don't go no deeper than that. I even heard some dude get on TV or get on YouTube the other day and was like, you know why it goes down like that? Because of Mansa Musa. I'm like, man, none of these niggas know who Mansa Musa was before, besides reading a book. So it shows me how people just implement shit of false. It's not false. It's original fear from what took place at a different time. And it's like we're going to make you pay for it, even if you had nothing to do with that. But we're just not going to tell you that's what we're doing. Fear. This country was built off fear. So that energy in itself is what's the foundation of all the fuckery that takes place here. So if I can get your attention first and foremost, then the intention I'm getting from you is going to be transmuted by fear, because it's how I built this shit up. The foundation is fear. I need your attention so I can scare the fuck out of you and make you believe some shit that's unbelievable. So then you, as the original people who start to believe it, then bring it into fruition. Because what we believe in our thoughts as heavy thoughts, we put emotion and our heart in it. And when we do that, we actually bring it to an existence. Combining the mind and the heart together, you bring it to an existence. And now whatever that is real. They know this. That's why they seek hard for the attention of the original beings. Why do you think they talk so disrespectfully? Like that lady who said something on Twitter was like, they're gonna mess up this, that, and the third. But we got this as far as votes. But if the black people can save us if they don't die from corona. The bitch said that shit on the fucking news joint. Like they keep looking for attention. I need to say something negative so they'll pay attention to me. When I say it negative, they're going to get mad that I say something negative, which is going to keep the focus, which is going to allow them to choose either or of a side that don't serve us, period. It's hustling, man. It's hustling. It's hustling and addiction. We used to be hustling back and down the street. I wouldn't hit a block. Man, I done hustled from motherfucking Maine all the way down to motherfucking Florida, man. Every single fucking state when I was a kid. And when we used to hit these hoods, we'd be posted up in the hood, chilling, hollering at niggas, hollering at bitches, buying bud, out there just chilling like we just moved to the hood, being friends with everybody. And then after that first month went by, nigga, we open up shop and we take over everything and we see who's soft. We see who ain't really doing nothing. We see who gonna talk. We see who pillow talking. We see all that. And after you get the information, you take it over. You take it over. That's nothing new. They learned that shit from us. And that's why we stuck in our own fucking plan. The original niggas, and I said this shit in one of my joints a long time ago. The original niggas was gonna come back out because they see the world is on some fuckery. And nah, we ain't about to rock like that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't about to rock like that. I come from a time where certain people couldn't even ride through your neighborhood, nigga. We running them up out of there. Feet on bikes, what you want. Straight like every day, every year. It was different. And we still fuck with other people. But at the end of the day, it was only a certain level that shit was going to go but so far. And now everybody like, oh no, we need to. Man, this same song has been being sang and sung forever. And the only thing the morale of that's dying is my people. They even got to the point where they started putting other things onto their morale to make it look like they're bigger. It's all a manipulation and a lie. You can take it back to the 1600s when, Florida was actually more of Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? It was more over that way, and the Indians owned more. When Florida actually went up past Georgia, came all the way up to South Carolina. More than South Carolina. The lands was marked off different. You know what I'm saying? So the original reality that was set by the universe has been shifted. And they are trying to keep it shifting to keep the original people out of natural pretenses. So if they can shift it more and remove us out of that, then it's a new world order. And that's why it feels like it's not real. Because it's not. They're taking the Legos and trying to put circle Legos on the regular blocks. It's not working. And they need the belief of the people to make this take place. Need the belief of the people to make it take place. So, with that being said, we got to get back to being that funky. You know what I'm saying? You got to get back on that funky, man. You know? And see, this happened before, but it ain't worked before. And back then, we used to have house parties, block parties. You know what I'm saying? Family come together, and that family energy, man, that love, it just starts shaking the whole existence and start pushing anything out. Because it's electricity. You know, fry anything. We're more worried about mundane, man-made situations that's created on this earth like it can really do something when everything in this earth is in us. Everything in the universe is in us. You using parts of me to hurt me. This is what the people have to comprehend. They are using parts of us to hurt us. If I am of the Most High, everything in this world is in me. Everything. It's just other types of human beings is created with smaller amounts of that. Not everything, just a few aspects put together. Here you go, boom. If I put a crown on a pig head, that don't make him royal. You dig what I'm saying? Wake up. Wake up. Look, man. Love, peace, respect. Ariel, Nagael. Marry upon self. Respect self. You already know the vibes. You already know what it is. Love, peace, and all that. Hold it down. Get back to it. I'm trying to click off, but my mouth won't stop moving. All right, y'all. I hope I helped.